Okay, and we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
What's going on there, Sterno?
Nothing much. How you doing, Boogie?
I'm fine.
Oh, actually, I do have a clarifying question to ask you. Now, we've been talking for the last 2 days about this. I don't know if it's an internet question that you found somewhere or something that you made up, but
I didn't make this up. I'm assuming I know what you're talking about.
Okay, now it's the question you posed to me is how many 10-year-olds could you to bring you down in a fight? Like if you were
basically not just bring you down before basically kill you. How many 10-year-olds do you think it takes to kill you?
Barehanded, no weapons, nothing.
Yeah,
right. I mean, I want to make sure I understand specific because you and I have very different numbers on this question. Now, are you saying that we're going to meet up with a bunch of 10-year-olds in an open field?
Yes.
Totally.
You're making this question a lot more difficult than it should be.
Because you and I.
The question's simple.
Okay.
How many 10-year-olds does it take before they kill you?
Right. Well, see, the number I came up with was way lower than the number you came up with.
Yes.
My number was 20. I think 20, basically a class of 10-year-olds could take me down.
Yeah, because you're a weak ass. Yeah.
What was the number you wanted?
150.
Now, I think you're overestimating, way overestimating your ability to take on 10-year-olds. Because 10-year-olds have some coordination, and they're not like totally, they can do damage, is what I'm trying to say. They're not like, like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. I'm pretty sure that's not a big deal.
And I think I can handle a bunch of 10-year-olds easily.
You said 150?
Yes. And I know about the swarming and all of them coming at you at once kind of thing. Like I said, my thinking is it takes between, I'll say at an average, 3 punches to take care of each kid. Average. Right. I say most. Well, actually, I think at the beginning I'll be kicking most of the kids out of the way easily and punching. I say one punch knocks most of them out. So
I just don't.
And then when they're around you, how many think could be around you at one time? I mean, I know all 150 come at me, but around me right next to you, maybe 10, right?
Okay, yeah.
That is, reasonable
number. Yeah, 10.
Space wise.
Let's go with 10. Yeah,
space wise.
Sure. Okay. 10.
If I one line them all up side by side next to me, and they all come at me.
Right.
10. So with the 10 on me, I can knock down at least 5 of them right away, and then the rest of them I just have to maneuver around using my agility and fact that I'm a lot older than 10, so I'll use my smarts. And yeah, easily 150.
150.
Yes.
That's 5 classes of 10-year-olds or whatever. The thing is, there's a 20-person class, right? That's a low class, but I just don't see it. I just can't see. I mean, they can run pretty quick. I mean, and
I'm not running. I'm swinging away. I'm kicking away. I'm elbowing. I'm eye gouging. I am doing all that.
150
easily. And you think one of them will hit me in the groin?
Privates, yeah, in the private,
and knock me out? Please. A 10-year-old punch ain't gonna knock me out in the groin. I know what you're thinking. You seen the funny American Home Videos with the little kid punch? That's because you are a weak
little kid that punched me in the. Yeah.
I've been hitting football in the groin, and I've been able to hold it in. I am fine. I don't know about you, but maybe you can't handle 20 kids. Maybe you can't handle, but I can.
I don't know. I've been hit in competition in the privates, and with adrenaline rush, it didn't really faze me. But I'm just saying, having those many kids at one time, I just don't see 150. I think is just maybe. I think you're just overestimating your abilities there.
And I think you're overestimating the abilities of a 10-year-old kid. I think I've watched a lot of 10-year-old. I've watched 10-year-old kids in martial arts training and all that. It's not. They're not adults. Let's just say they're small little 50, 60 pound bags of sacks of nothing.
Okay, All right. I just want to make sure I'm understanding your question right before I,
Yep. You posed this question last night at dinner
right.
next to the one person of all our friends whose one job is to protect 10-year-old kids. And I was trying not to bring it up around this person, but you did.
Yeah, but she knows we're just talking.
No, did she say a word about it? She shut up quick. And
did she really?
Yeah, she was offended by the question.
Oh.
And you went on and on and on about it. I even tried to shut the question down.
Oh, I didn't know.
And you went on.
I didn't realize she was offended. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
her husband jumped in real quick, and then he jumped back out real quick too. Right? If you notice, he jumped in the question.
Okay, I didn't realize.
Then 10 seconds later, he was out of the conversation.
Well, I mean, one of those hypothetical things, you're not gonna.
I know. I'm fine talking about this stuff.
I didn't realize.
I'm never gonna hit a 10-year-old kid without, reason.
Yeah, I
mean, there's gonna be a reason.
I didn't know that you took it that way.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see that.
We have one friend in this whole world. One friend in this whole world. Whose
job is to protect children.
Who is offended by fighting kids. And you had to talk about this in front of her.
I didn't. Is it something that you and I were talking about earlier?
Exactly, when it was just us and no one else we cared about around except 10-year-old kids. Who I could have killed all of them at once.
Okay.
Just saying.
I didn't realize. I really did not. Yeah, I didn't get the subtle shutting down and all that. I didn't even look at her because
I know. I was staring at her. I was like, oh, she's mad.
Oh, dang.
I was like, oh, what did you order for dinner?
Oh, man.
No, get back to the fighting. You're wrong, l-boogy.
Oops. Yikes.
Yep, you're the one that brought it up.
I know, I did. I didn't even think of it in those terms. I didn't realize her reaction. I didn't see her.
But yeah, it's just hypothetical for anyone listening out there. We're not really gonna
of course
fight unless we're plane crashes and it's me and them, and for food, they're all dying, and I'm living. Then I'm gonna eat their hearts.
Wow. You made the perfect scenario where we could do that. I just didn't even think. Wow. All right then. He says this question's been posed all over the internet. What do most people say? Is it like
it's all over it's the same discussions we're having.
Okay.
Same discussions. And there's other versions of the question, animals and all that.
Right.
Do you think you can beat up a wolf?
A wolf?
One wolf. One wolf against Sterno.
I have a 50-50 on that one.
So no. I'm gonna say no. You're doubting yourself. I can.
One wolf.
One wolf. I've seen the movie The Gray, but that's
that makes you an expert.
No, that makes you scared. I'm assuming you've never seen the one.
No, I have not seen The Gray.
What's his name? Liam Neeson.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, about him and a bunch of wolves, man. But those wolves in that movie, they were smart. They were smart wolves. I'm talking about if we're in here in Virginia Beach, we have wolves.
Yes.
If I saw one in in the woods, just as long as I get the head in control, Muay Thai clinch the head
control, put a nice body triangle on it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And then I'm pulling that head off the damn wolf also, ripping it off like. Where
have I seen that?
I know. I'm trying to think of something.
There's a movie. I know that happened, and I just can't think of the one. Oh, I don't know. I've seen that in the movie.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get away unscathed.
No.
Hell no. I'm gonna get scratched and bitten. But
I mean, if the wolf gets me by the neck, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, you can't even beat up a 10-year-old. So I'm not even.
It was 20 10-year-olds. Let's not exaggerate.
You said one of them punches you in the groin.
Hypothetical 10-year-old, which would never happen in real life.
One punches me in the groin, I'm down.
No, I said 20 total. So they hit you in vital areas. One gets you in the eye, one gets you in the groin, one gets you in, maybe the eye's gonna be.
I know you gotta stay standing up.
Well, I mean, it takes one to get you down, then the rest of them start hitting you in vital areas. You're screwed.
Brother Butterfly, he says, I've seen Gulliver's Travels. I'm like, no, Gulliver Travels were small adults.
Lilliputians, yeah. And they were like,
that's different.
They were like, what are they, like an inch tall or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some really minuscule.
And there was more than 150 of them.
No, yeah, it's like a whole army.
Exactly. It was like 1,000.
And they had like weapons and stuff or whatever. They tied them down, I believe. So
yeah.
That's just, that's just crazy.
He says, what was his answer?
5?
5. And we laughed at him.
I know, I was like
5 10-year-olds.
I mean, even I'm like 5. Come on. Take this question seriously, but butterfly. 5.
That means he probably wouldn't be able to knock any of them out. If it takes 5 to get you down. I think without fighting, 3 of them wouldn't be able to do anything to me. With me just standing there, I don't think 3 is going to take me out. I don't think 5 can take me out. With me just, taking it.
Did Ghostface answer that question? No, nah. I don't think so. Okay.
He's respectful of children.
I'm like, what? He just didn't feel like joining in.
I don't know. He doesn't care about that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so me 150.
Me 20. Brother Butterfly 5.
Yeah, so that's my answer. I don't know how. Okay, let's just go to the famous internet question, which you don't know about, but
no, I don't.
The most, pretty much everyone that's listening probably does. But is how many? Oh, what would you rather fight? Is the one duck-sized? Oh no, one horse-sized duck, or 100 duck-sized horses. So basically, one giant duck, the size of a horse. Ducks are pretty. All they got is beaks and flapping their wings.
Oh, I definitely get the duck-sized horses.
Or 100 duck-sized horses. Horses are horses, of courses.
Of courses, but
they're muscle.
Yeah,
100 of them.
I think a lot of their ferocity, the reason I'd be worried about them is because of their size. I don't know. Getting trampled by 100 would be bad, but a duck isn't that tall. Something I could. Yeah, I could like.
It's like 10-year-old kids.
Ducks are way shorter than 10-year-old kids. That's a whole different discussion. Ducks are like, if they're duck-sized horses, they're like what? I don't know.
2 feet off the ground?
No, that's a little tall for a duck.
No, it's not.
No, I think a duck is more like what? 8 inch? Not 8 inches. That's too like a foot, basically. A foot and maybe some change.
A baby duck?
A baby duck is like maybe what? 6 inches tall? I'm just talking about tall. I'm not talking about like half a foot maybe.
Okay, but still they're small.
Right, they're small. I mean,
but horses are horses. They're muscle. They're
but
strong.
they're also not that. I mean, we're in a way different level.
Fast.
I can kick those. I can kick. I'm not worried about the duck-sized horses. I mean,
so 100 of them chasing, coming after you. You can kick them all away.
I could fall on them and take out like a 50 without any problem. You know what I'm saying?
But one giant duck, one horse-sized duck, I can move around and just keep hitting it and stabbing it and kicking it without worrying. It's slow, one thing. It's a duck.
Ducks aren't slow. They when they don't care, when they're just kind of like not. If you piss off a duck will come at you and start pecking on you. More often than not.
I know. I've seen the video again. America's Funniest Home Video. The duck person taking the person and they can't get away.
Right. So you got a horse-sized version of that. Wouldn't that worry you? I'm just trying to say.
Ducks are fast relative to their speed, which means the bigger they
are fast relative to their speed.
Yes. Like for such a small thing, they're fast.
Their size, you mean?
Yeah. For such a small thing.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. That's what I mean.
That's why I was like
their size.
Right.
So a bigger duck isn't as fast as you would think.
So you mean like
It's like a giant human. You
So
think
like,
a giant human.
It would move like Godzilla, basically. The bigger it is, the
Yes.
slower it is.
Yeah, but it's just a horse-sized duck. Another thing, it's just a duck.
I mean, I've seen it, like you said, you've seen ducks get mean. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's never scared me. I've never been scared of a duck ever in my life.
But you've never encountered a horse-sized duck.
I know. See, that's the thing. You would be scared of it because
of its size,
of the freakish nature of it.
And they also have
but why would it scare you? It's a duck.
It's all got claws on its not like
on its webbed feet.
Yeah, it's got some claw. It's got some defensive capability and the ability to. It's got a big bill. It's gonna like bludgeon you with its bill.
Yeah.
So you'd be more worried about the 100 duck-sized horses.
Yep, trampling me to death because they're horses.
I'm kicking a bunch of 10-year-old, but when it comes, you think you can take on horses?
Let me no. I mean, yeah, I could kick maybe 10 of them away.
You could kick 150. You can get rid of 150 10-year-old, but you can't.
Yeah, because I'll punch them in the faces and stuff, and have them crying, and then
you can't
them
punch
around.
Horses and lean over and just like, I don't know, do a.
Horses are muscle. Horses are strong. Horses are strong.
Okay, yeah.
Horsepower.
Yeah, they're talking about a horse-sized animal. Yeah.
Yeah. We even talked about this last night when I said it's not the same if we're talking about midgets.
Oh, yeah.
We said midgets are a totally different thing from kids.
And I said there's like little Popeyes.
Yes. I would say.
I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Any midgets in the audience.
I would say a horse would be similar
to him in the muscle mass category.
Yes. And another thing is, I'm saying midgets are smarter to fight. Also, that's what I was thinking. Adults fight better than children.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Yeah,
I'm saying.
But I think horses have their offensive capability in the lower part of their body, with their legs. Right? You don't worry about a horse like ramming you with their head as much. So I'm thinking they're lower. Their offense.
That they're not going to harm you at all.
No, I'm just saying they're lower, and they're not. Their ability to harm you is lower. It's like a lower part. So you can. I mean, I don't think I'll run them, the whole horde of them, but I can, like I said, I can fall on a bunch of them, and as long as I don't get, stationary or like on the ground where they can start, I don't know, trampling me. I'm just trying to think of a horse, duck-sized horse. Yeah, I guess 100 of them maybe eventually could, but I'm still going with them again versus a horse-sized duck. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think you and I would disagree this much on that one.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to find here. David Blaine.
Yeah.
You answered this. He doesn't like to fight, but he will take the horse-sized duck. Kevin Pereira, who you know as former host of Attack of the Show, and now host of some stupid TV show called Hack My Life.
Yeah.
He picks actually, this question was different. This one is, yeah. It's 100. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one? He says he'll take the duck-sized horses.
Right.
Yeah, and he says, he'll have steel-toed boots and.
I don't know. You adding weaponry to yourself. I don't know if I'd go with that.
Rob Thomas, the singer, he'll take the one duck.
I mean, I get the 1 versus 100 thing, but I still think the 100 has less capability than the one huge animal.
Kamal Bell, the comedian. Do you know him?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know who you're talking about.
He definitely takes the horse-sized duck. He says tiny horses sound frightening. And
some people are freaked out by
some
people are freaked out by little things, like little. I don't know why, but I know that people have that. Some people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I've never heard of here, and some MIT student
Okay.
100 duck-sized horses. They wouldn't be able to fly, and I'm guessing the body plan of a horse is scaled to a mallard size wouldn't be dangerous. But the horse-sized duck, it can fly and would have a beak larger than a crocodile.
I didn't factor in the flying thing, but I agree with him.
Yeah, I don't know who some of these people are. Kelly Ogden. I don't know. Do you know who Kelly Ogden is?
No, I don't know who that is.
She's been bitten by both a bird and a horse.
So she is uniquely qualified to answer this question, I guess.
She picks the 50 ducks. Or they asked her 50 duck-sized horses. She'd rather get over the horse bite. She says. Caden Cross. I don't know who that is. Sounds like someone I should know. I'll always choose the horses. I love birds.
No, that's a cop out.
So yeah, I mean, people have, again, they go either way on this kind of stuff. And I know the what's his name, Justin Trudeau. You know him?
Yeah.
What did he say? He said he'll take the 100 duck-sized horses just like you.
Yep.
He was raised as the eldest of a bunch of brothers and sisters and cousins, and he was good at fighting crowds. He said he would probably just be scared of the one giant duck, and he will freeze at the sight of it.
Wow, he's really giving a detailed answer about it. I don't know about freezing.
He's Canadian, though.
Yeah, that's true.
His answers don't count.
They're there, but they're not as. Yeah. This is a different thing.
All right. So,
have you been to Canada?
No.
I've only been the Niagara Falls part, which doesn't count. So, no, I basically know for me too. I'm just wondering.
I mean, I've been invited to Toronto several times. I know people in Toronto. I have friends. I guess that's it. Just Toronto.
Yeah, that's probably the reason I haven't, because I don't have any family up in Canada. So
I have reason. I mean, I have friends, but I don't have reason to go.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have friends in where Ohio I haven't visited, and everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Let alone another country.
Yeah, it's another country, but it doesn't feel as like it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, there's no wall.
Yeah, basically. For now, I guess. Unless they start saying they don't want us around anymore. So
yeah, we can just go in and out of Canada. So why do I want to go?
It's too easy, I guess. There's no challenge there.
Exactly. It's cold anyways.
Not all the time.
The farthest north I've been is maybe Boston. Yeah.
Okay.
Easily is Boston. I can't think of anything else pretty north.
Yeah.
North. But yeah. I mean, I do go to New York every year, but that's close enough.
Yeah, that works.
Go to New York, you basically see the world. To me, that's good enough. Good enough right there. So yeah. I don't know what else should we talk about today there, Sterno?
Do you want to talk about Logan, the movie, or do you want to stay?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
we've seen the movie Logan, the Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
The newest addition to the X-Men franchise.
Yeah, I know. You say, I don't know. It is an X-Men movie because
it has Wolverine.
Because you made a statement yesterday that you thought that was your favorite X-Men movie. And
yes.
To me, it felt like a Wolverine movie versus an X-Men movie.
It's an X-Men movie.
Yeah. I don't know, because it's so him. It's not like there's not much of a team. The X-Men team kind of.
Is the X-Men not discussed in this movie? Are they not part of this world?
Yeah, it's part of their world, but it's not like
it's an X-Men movie.
Yeah, you're right. Technically, it is. But
is Wolverine not an X-Men comic?
Yeah, character. Yeah, sure.
Comic. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of Wolverine comics where they don't even come into play. but it's still considered an X-Men comic.
Yeah, I don't know. They talk. I get your point, but to me, it didn't feel like an X-Men movie. When you
because it's better.
It was no. Yeah, I'll give you that. It was a really good movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, when I was criticizing, it was all nitpicky stuff, which really didn't matter. But I'm just saying, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, if you don't like blood and violence, then you're not gonna like this movie, obviously. And if you don't know walking into a Wolverine movie that it's gonna be bloody and violent, then you don't know the character, and you shouldn't be there to begin with. So,
although the plot, aside from the blood and violence, is very good.
Oh yeah.
So even if you don't like the goriness, you might like the plot.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, since they didn't have a team, which I mean, it was more, you get to look at the characters and see them, interacting on a very personal, deep down thing, which I liked a lot. So it wasn't like mindless. Like you said, the plot was there. It was very well thought out, and the acting was really good, especially, some of the people I was surprised at. I don't know how much I'm giving away from the movie.
You didn't give away nothing yet. You haven't said anything.
Well, I don't like to be spoiler guy. That's the thing. I don't like spoilers, and I don't want to be that guy that gave away like a major point, and then people are like, oh, thanks, Sterno, you made why see the movie now, There's a child actor in it that we both agree did a really good job.
I know, so you don't want to say there's a kid in the movie.
I mean, if people saw the trailer, they obviously know what's going to
be. Or they've seen a poster.
I think I'm just trying to. Okay, yeah, she did really well. Okay.
Basically, the movie is about Wolverine who comes in contact with a child who he somehow has to take care of.
Yeah, and that child,
and it becomes a buddy road trip movie.
You say that, and it's true, but it just makes me laugh because it's so much not like when you hear that term, it's like, oh, okay,
just your typical buddy road trip movie.
I used to watch a lot of Bob Hope and Bing Crosby movies, or those buddy road trip movies, and that's nothing like that. No, it's a totally different animal.
Just drive along the country, lots of mayhem, lots of laughs.
There was a little humor, which was good too.
Yeah. That's Logan for you. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, it's not the first thing I think about when I hear about Logan, but yeah, got a little humor.
But yeah, I love the movie. Like I said, my favorite X-Men movie, and mainly not because of the fighting, because it was a well done script. I guess the story is really well. I think, as to why he has to take care of this kid, and it's reminds me of like The Professional, like the movie The Professional.
Yeah, you're right.
Where this assassin has to take care of a little girl, and he's the kind of guy that doesn't want to be with kids, and all of a sudden, he's burdened with the little girl, and
right.
And again, comedy and road trip. That didn't happen in Professional.
Yeah, I know, but I was actually thinking about is this little girl like we both said she did such a good job acting? Like, is she going to be like
she's a good actress,
like Natalie Portman, like in years coming years, like we'd be looking back going, wow, she's like. I mean, it's too early to say, of course, but she did a really good job.
Yep. Let me see. Was it? I'm trying to say what would you rank it as? It's not your favorite X-Men movie?
No, I dispute I mean, technically it is, but I don't feel like it's an X-Men movie. I feel like it's a Wolverine movie with X-Men
in it,
discussed and some
in it. Is it not in the same world?
It's the same world.
It's in the same timeline as all the other X-Men movies.
Yeah, I guess.
Like all X-Men 1, 2, 3, Days of Future Past, First Class.
Yeah.
This falls in line with those movies. In that timeline.
Yeah.
It's not separate where those movies don't exist in this world.
No, I'm saying you're right. It is an X-Men movie, but it doesn't feel like it to me because I don't get the same, to me, an X-Men movie is about the X-Men. You got to have them as a group doing stuff, you know.
And I think of it as an X-Men universe.
I know, and I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, to me, when that, you know, I don't know, like, it's like Iron Man 3, an Avengers movie.
Yes, it's
okay.
We call it the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right. Okay. That's all I'm asking.
And that's basically just another word of saying Avengers movies. Okay. I think.
All right.
Because Marvel Cinematic Universe, does it incorporate the X-Men movies?
Right.
No.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So
when I'm saying X-Men movies, I'm saying the X-Men Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're right, but I'm saying when you say it, it's like it's my favorite X-Men movie.
It's my favorite movie in the X-Men Cinematic Universe.
Then I'm totally on board with that. I guess I am, and again,
it's not part.
I recognize that
it doesn't say X-Men in the title, so it's not an X-Men movie.
It doesn't have X-Men like. Hey, let's go into talk to the Cerebro and go on the Blackbird and fight some gigantic.
And that is why I like this movie. It wasn't a big movie about saving the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically just a small character movie.
Yeah,
where the stakes were just basically their lives. You can get to the point where there's a bigger thing involved.
Yeah, you could say that.
But we're not saving the world here.
Right.
Not yet.
yeah, you're right. And I enjoyed that too. I did.
It's not a big movie where, they're blowing up a big city to destroy an evil alien kind of thing.
I was gonna say I kind of like it in the way that Captain America Winter Soldier was kind of like it was compressed. It wasn't like, but they kind of did save the world in that movie too. But that kind of ruined my point. But yeah, because I felt like that was my favorite Marvel Cinematic movie. Or it might still be. I'm not sure. I haven't decided it yet. Because I felt like they spent a lot of time on certain characters, and you got into them, and you didn't feel like you had to do these gigantic things all the time for the movie to keep moving and keeping you engaged, which is like there was a lot of stuff with that. There was the same thing with Logan, where I felt like, it wasn't going fast, but you were still like, oh, I need to, it kept you there, kept my attention. So.
Yep. There's a little Asian girl in the movie. She has a small part. She's in the movie like 1 minute.
A little Asian.
Yeah.
Near the end?
Yeah, near the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like.
just wanted to put that diversity in there.
Sorry. I ruined where she shows up. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's not a whitewash movie.
Just for a while there, I was like, man, there's a lot of white people in this. Like, come on, Logan.
Yeah. I don't know why it didn't bother me so much.
I mean, there was a big Hispanic part in the movie.
Yeah, I like that though. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was good.
Okay. And that's when it started going, started going in my head. It's like, hey, you got white people and there's a big Hispanic part. Like, hey, how come there's an Asian part?
Well, Mexico was part of this movie, so
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin it.
I don't think I ruined it by saying Mexico was part of the movie, so.
Yeah, again, and we talked about how they just went in and out of Mexico easily. Like, that can't happen. How did they just go through Mexico so easily?
Hi, Sam. Like, yeah. Go ahead.
So, how do you rate the movie, Sterno?
San Miguel rating scale?
Yeah, out of how many? What's our rating scale?
5.
Out of 5.
Which we should have done 6, but
it doesn't matter.
Well, because it doesn't make sense. 6-pack makes more sense. But anyway, I would give it 5, 6, 5. Like, I don't know. It's like 4.7.
Man, you have to be exact.
I don't want to say 5.
You don't want to give it a perfect score.
No, I don't want
to. It's not perfect, but you think it's better than 4.5.
Way better than a 4.5. 4.8 maybe. I'm I can give you a 4.8. So
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, okay. Because it wasn't an X-Men movie to me. But still, yeah, 4.8. I think it's close enough. We round up, so 5.
I liked it. Good action, good comedy, good story, good acting. Yeah, I liked it. It's a little dark.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A little bit dark there for a comic book movie, but it also rated R, so I allow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In fact, I think more movies should go dark, as in, story wise.
You were talking about that. Like, what were you saying? There was.
It makes you think. It doesn't spoon feed the audience.
You were saying that you thought that was the problem with the other X-Men, some of the other X-Men movies, that they had to be more
accessible to the audience.
Yeah, to younger members of the audience.
Yeah,
and I agree with that too.
But yeah, basically, you can't leave the audience thinking about what could happen or what's going on.
You need a basic bad guy, good guy scenario.
Yeah, and the bad guy has to explain his plot before he kills the good guy, kind of thing.
Yeah, that whole thing. So we all understand why they have to do this and why the heroes are doing what they're doing.
Yeah. It's not as dumbed down. That's what I was trying to say. Logan isn't. And I like it.
And there's a lot of questions that are posed in that movie that I'm curious about, because I haven't been collecting comics in a while, so I don't know if there was any place that maybe gives a hint.
And I was telling you don't have to be a comic book reader to understand.
Oh, no. But I mean, I'm sure they could draw on whatever's been done before. So I'm just curious. There's a lot of stuff they refer to that I like, so that'd be cool.
Yeah. So, yep. That's our thoughts of the movie Logan. Our non-spoilery, non-really tell you anything.
Although this is probably going to come out enough that people really... Do we want to spoil it?
No.
Okay, just checking. I wasn't sure if you were actually saying you want to do some more.
No, but you can talk about a movie without spoiling it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
You basically said there's Logan and there's a thing that happens and it happens like it doesn't happen.
There's
but
a girl,
cool.
She's good in the movie. There's Mexico.
And I liked it.
When you put it like that, it sounds dumb.
It's what you just did, though.
All right.
So, what's next up? What's the next movie we're watching?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to the release schedule.
Okay.
I was just wondering right now, just talking, when is Ghost in the Shell coming out? Yeah.
In a month or two.
Something like I'm looking for the release date.
It's coming soon.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to? Because of the
whitewashing?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson being cast as an Asian.
And I'm saying all the stuff I've seen about the fact that it was Scarlett Johansson being cast as in a very Asian role, even though they don't use the Asian name. Everything else is the same as, the classic anime, which so many of us that are into, anime love. It's very... Well, it was groundbreaking at the time and still today.
Told you this before. I'm not one who boycotts a movie just because of. Then I'll complain after watching it. For all I know, I work.
I did see Doctor Strange, and I had a problem with the little bit of whitewashing.
Yeah, see that one. I said I'm not going to complain about it until I watched it.
Right.
Now I'm complaining. That she did not have to be a white woman.
Right.
Living in Asia.
You can speak with authority because you saw the film, but I'm also at the point where, by watching the movie to complain about it, I'm supporting the film, which I'm not sure I want to support. That's where the
you don't want to give them your money.
The hesitation, yeah, that's where it comes into play for me. And I don't know. I mean, I could always wait till people say, give me, the reviews come out and people say, oh no, it's great. And that's still a possibility.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, the white woman did not have to be a white woman. It could have been any Asian.
It was
at all.
It was good that it was a woman because that was kind of nice. I don't mind that because the character is normally an old Asian man.
It's an old Asian man.
But
and in the plot, Asia is a big part of the plot.
It happens in Asia.
Exactly. So it's like, why is a white woman
to like explain why she's white to make it like to kind of gloss over?
They had to put an explanation in there, basically.
Yeah, she's from an old Celtic, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, see, you had to do that just to.
Although, if it were, let's say they did have a old Asian man, do you think it would be like, hey, they're just going with the old stereotypes of a Fu Manchu Asian man?
They didn't have to make him. They didn't have to play him as a Fu Manchu Asian man. They could have been like that scene in Luke Cage where they had Asian people talking like real people, not playing into the stereotype. And I would have been, because that was awesome. But they were like, hey, we can speak English. Why are you making fun of? We have a little accent. They had barely any accent, but people were joking them like they're talking with some sort of,
So if it was like a Mr. Miyagi kind of guy.
Yeah. Or, he could have been, Mr. Miyagi, not necessarily playing into the heavy accented thing, but yeah, it would have been fine. And again, I think it would have been cool with an Asian woman. That would have been like, oh man, they picked somebody still Asian because it's an Asian role,
like a Yang Ji or Michelle Yeoh or
somebody. There's like, you can go through the list. I mean, it would have worked.
Yeah, really, the actress brought nothing to the fact that. See, it didn't need to be Tilda Swinton. What's it, Swinton?
Now you messed me up. I can't remember anymore. Swinton. Yeah.
See, if it's one thing, if her acting ability made it a better movie.
Swinton.
Yeah, it's like, okay, they cast a great actress. I believe she might be she's Oscar nominated.
Yeah,
she may have won an Oscar.
I like her actually.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, they cast her because she'll bring something extra to the role.
She did okay at her acting.
She didn't bring nothing to the role.
But she didn't. Yeah, she didn't.
She did nothing that any
other actors could have done. Yeah, the same. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And that's why I'm holding reservations for Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Because maybe Scarlett Johansson might add something.
But nothing I've seen so far makes me feel better about it. But I do want to see it. I don't want to support it. That sounds dumb. I'm torn. That's what it is. I'm just torn.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah,
no problem.
I probably will, but I don't know. I mean, I know what you're saying.
I don't think a boycott would do anything for let's say all the Asians boycott this movie. I don't think it's going to affect box office numbers that much. I don't think. I think the fact that they brought in Scarlett Johansson outweighs would bring in more tickets than they're losing
from Asians. Yeah, I mean, she is like a big draw, just her name alone. So
yeah,
but I mean, if they just made her like a blonde-haired android, I would have been like, okay, just don't make her look like she's Japanese. That would have been fine. Like, hey, this is our major Abigail, Jones, and then been like, okay, it's not really the same character. It's not Japanese. You're not making your, I'm not doing a yellow face thing. I don't know if that's the right term, but you know what I'm saying?
Oddly enough, when growing up watching animes,
yeah,
animated movies made in Japan,
yeah,
I used to always wonder, why are they animating so many people to look like white people? I mean, I used to wonder, why are all these animes trying to
the cool guy doesn't have the black hair?
Yeah, why are all the the people in the animes drawn to look white?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And it bothered me as a kid, but now it's sort of accepted, I guess. As it's a look. It's a look now. It's I always wondered why they didn't make them slanted eyes or dark hair and more brown. Now they're wide-eyed. Well, animes.
I know.
I mean, they have different colored hair. They're blue, yellow, green.
It also helps the certain characters stand out because their hair isn't the same as maybe the rest of the. And also the eyes are based on the origin of anime, which was their first exposure was like Betty Boop, where they had big eyes. So that's common knowledge for people that watch a lot of anime. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to grow up watching, Battle of the Planets and
Star
yeah,
Blazers,
Star Blazer, G Force, all that,
Voltron.
stuff, and thinking, oh man, I know these are made in Japan. How come? Why are they trying to draw them to make them look white so more white people would watch it? This is the mind of a 12-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, that's a cool looking robot. Like, wow, that's a nice sword. I like the way he jumped over that thing.
It's just funny to me now that they've casted a white girl for a character who I complained about 20 years ago being looking white.
Well, she's just pale. I mean,
I know.
She's an android too, so it's like,
I know.
But she had definite Japanese features, so it's different.
Yeah, I mean it's than us.
Oh yeah, way bigger than us. We're definitely not the end all and be all of this conversation.
No,
but we do
have opinions.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do think about these things. It's not lost on us.
Let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Okay, this is the part of the show where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog, so don't take what we say here too seriously. If we get some aspect of the word incorrect, like its definition, its pronunciation, some other nuance according to how it's used, to its usage, feel free to let us know, because we do value your interaction, your feedback. But do keep in mind that we always say that this podcast is not really something you should refer to in any kind of knowledge-based sense. It's just a couple guys talking. So, and just take it for what it is. Do you have a word, Boogie?
Puti.
Puti.
Ang babae puti sa Ghost in the Shell.
Puti.
Puti ang babae sa movie.
Movie. Okay.
Yeah. So puti means white.
Babae means girl, woman, female, whatever. Yeah. It goes along with our whole discussion. This is a minute ago, if you weren't paying attention. So I guess we're going to make puti our
word of the day.
Puti.
All right there, Sterno.
All right, Boogie.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesini-gang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/Sini-Gang. And look for our videos. Do a YouTube search for our URL, www.sini-gang.com, and we should pop up in the results. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is l-boogy, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening, and sige na.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. Tune in for our next episode. Till then, take care. Have a good week.